It's part three of On the Spot. We're having a look at your video questions. Going back to the video questions, the next two questions, the second last one comes to us from Saturn Stales, and he asks, that's a neat logo.
Hey Spot, Saturn's Tales here. I've been a fan of your channel since maybe early 2011, late 2012. I enjoy what you do.
Oh, thank you.
Especially when you interact with us viewers.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
I have in front of me a personally custom-made Minimate figure. This relates to my main question. On the Spot, have you ever tried to make a custom figure with all the figures that you have? And what's your opinion on these new YouTube changes?
Okay, let's have a look at the first question he asked. He asked, have I ever tried to make customs? The answer is yes. Successfully? Depends on what your definition of successful is. I did at one point. I was making Justice League Unlimited customs, and I think my most successful of the lot, I did a Hereafter Superman, where it actually had sculpted the tunic on him, the little fur tunic, and I put the beard on him, and I thought it turned out really, really well. I actually even put the point on his hair when the camera's facing a certain way, and you see in the cartoon he's got it facing out. I did that. That turned out pretty good. I did Doomsday. I did Atomic Skull. But I think the one that's most successful for me was I did Captain Atom. And a couple of people had bought those off of me. I did a Captain Atom where I think I mentioned it in the video when I did Wave Rider. Wave Rider for me was the best figure for a Captain Atom figure. And basically I took the fire off the back of his head and I sculpted in the brush cut, haircut that he had, and I painted him a matte silver. And I think it turned out really, really well. I haven't done much in the way of customization since then. I don't know if I probably will do any more customization. I had this big idea. I had two Poison Ivies from the Batman cartoon. I was debating trying to do one Poison Ivy and turning it into a Harley Quinn. I never ended up doing that. I don't have the skills. I'm going to level with you guys. I just don't have the skills, I think, to do a proper customization on a figure. So I kind of just leave it to the pros. One's Customs has always done a great job on horror figures. I'd love to get something from him at one point. Review Revolution, I think, has done fantastic customs. I mean, some of the stuff he's come up with is quite ingenious. And I always enjoy his not quite ready for videos, where he uses hooks and the green stuff and things like that. Those are some of my favorite videos of his to watch. I just really think those are cool. But for me, I'm going to keep it to the pros. I don't think I have nearly the proper sculpting abilities to do any customs myself. I can feel myself actually plugging up right now. I'm not getting emotional. I'm just getting a little plugged up. His second question was
YouTube changes, specifically the what to watch section and the new YouTube channel layout. I don't know if you're aware of any of these changes or if you even have an issue with them, but I know a lot of people are having a lot of issues with these.
Look at Big X. It's like Family Feud. We'll go with the top three. First question, first answer. Is it something in the sun? Is it something in the sun? And then it goes like that. It's like Family Feud. It's awesome.
I know I especially abhor the what to watch section, and I was wondering what was your opinion on these issues. Thanks for watching, Spot. I hope to hear from you.
Alright, so his second question is, what do I think of the YouTube layout? Well, I mean, the YouTube layout has changed a lot. And I don't know if you can tell, there's a siren or something going by. It's happening, it seems to have happened in rounds. I mean, the first time around, something's going on seriously outside. I'm not in a crime scene, by the way. I just live really close to, I think there's a fire hall, like, down the street or something. Anyways, getting way off topic. What do I think of the new video layout and YouTube layout? Well, going back to what I was saying, the new YouTube layout, it's changed a couple of times. I remember at one point you could really customize with a top and side banner. If anybody remembers, a long time ago I had a little side banner with like a cork board. I put a lot of effort into it. A little piece of paper would remind you of things that were happening. That fell at Wayside. We got rid of that. Then they got rid of the backgrounds. You know, I don't know why we're losing all our identities. Now everything is so very cold and sterile. I tell you, my biggest problem is the subscription boxes. This is something that's been bothering me for a while. Long time ago, maybe about a year or so ago, YouTube had it where when you signed in, you could go into your subscriptions and it would tell you, for example, like if Saturn Stales, you were subscribed to them, which you should, it would say Saturn Stales, and then it would show all his videos underneath his name. And then you could click on them, and in sequence, you'd be able to watch all his videos. And then below that, it would show another one of your subscriptions, another one of your subscriptions. There is probably a way to do it now, but now everything is timeline based, where like if you post a video and then you've got 4 other people that you have subscribed to, or the people that watch you have 4 other people, and they post later videos, your video will subsequently get pushed and pushed and pushed down to some point where people will not know necessarily that your videos, unless they do more sleuthing. And it's not to say that they can't go in and go looking for it, but that bothers me a little bit. The what to watch, I kind of think is silly. I don't really know the need to the what to watch. You know, I guess it's good because it reminds you, okay, there's other people out there that do similar things. Here's what we suggest. But that's stuff that you can do easily when you're clicking on somebody's video. On the side, there might be a relative video of people that do similar things that you can check them out as well. I don't like necessarily the whole notion of forced, this is what we think you should like and therefore like it. Kind of like Facebook. And they always do the same thing where they're like, well, we're going to try it. And if you don't like it, you can revert back. Then it turns into, you still don't like it, do you? Well, you can still revert back. It's all right. And then finally it's, no, we've just decided we're going to change it whether you like it or not. So it doesn't really matter. You can cry all you want. It really won't make a lick of difference. So I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the YouTube layout. I know they're always changing, and unfortunately, before we know it, maybe we'll lose banners in our videos, when you go into the main page. Unfortunately, it is the price we pay when you upload videos to YouTube. You're at the mercy of whatever that company who runs, this beautiful setup, whatever they ultimately decide you should like. So, I'm not personally a fan of it, but it is as it is. We kind of have to just deal with it, I'm afraid. Thank you, though, to your question. Sir. I really certainly appreciate that. That comes to us from Saturn Stales. Saturn's Tales. See what I've done there? I see what I've done. You guys can I know you guys have probably put it down about, Spot, it's not that. I think it's Saturn's Tales, not Saturn Stales. It's just a matter of moving a letter when you're saying it. Anyways, thank you, sir, for your question. Moving back to the last question from the video segments. This last question comes to us from the Potato Guy. And he asks,
business phone systems
apparently
don't
he
have
asks
to be
an ad.
expensive or hard to install and maintain.
Anyways, skipping through that. He asks,
Spot, are you a fan of any of the other famous YouTubers on YouTube, like, toy reviewers like Ashens, or Mike Mozart from Jeepers Media, or I think it's Hendrix 007. Are you a fan of anybody on YouTube? And if you are, who are they? I'd like to know, because I'm just wondering, because I like toy reviews.
good for you. Toy reviews are awesome.
Goodbye.
Goodbye to you as well. answering his video question. Now, it's funny that he says, do I enjoy any other famous... I don't consider myself famous at all. I'm very insignificant. Anyways, I do like Ashens. I like watching his stuff. I don't really watch Mike Mozart. It kind of... See, for me, when you feel... for me, personally, when you feel somebody's attempts through their video to promote themselves, I kind of lose interest in watching them. I found, as much as I enjoyed Mike Mozart, and I mean nothing by what I say here, I enjoyed Mike's videos, but then it really, after a while, I got tired of the whole, if you really like this guy, like me up, show me those 5 stars. I really love those 5 stars. Meowie Kitty would really love those 5 stars too. Thumbs me up, guys. Don't forget to check this out. I really love this. The little panda cubs at the zoo would really love 5 stars, and they would really like thumbs up. I mean, I find it's all right if you, for me at least, when you say, I'm trying to think of an example. It's fine when you say, if you like the video, thumbs up and, thanks for checking out, kind of. But when you really lay it on heavy, that kind of turns me off. And I don't really watch his videos much anymore. Other big reviewers, I don't really know who else would be constituted as a big reviewer. I really like JTrain 997. You know what? I'll just list a whole bunch of reviewers I like. I like JTrain 997. I don't know if he watches this channel. Review Revolution. I love his stuff. Great Toy Reviewer. I like watching his videos and his rant videos. I wish he would make more. Evil Professor. I like his stuff. Review Lab. I like watching his stuff. I apologize. I really shouldn't have even said these are the people I watch, because now somebody's going to say, "Oh, Spot, why did you watch me?" I don't know if I really like anybody big. I mean, I'm trying to think of any big reviewers. Spot's going to probably get some hate here. I'm not a big fan of Sean Long for reasons I won't get into. Pixel Dan, I don't mind. I don't really watch his videos, to be honest. I used to like Optibonimus, but I don't know. I just, for reasons I won't get into, I just find, again, like when you get, when you get into selling yourself like, hey, it's me, you guys should just like me because, no, I shouldn't even say that. That's not mean. That's mean. I don't know. I guess big. I can't really think of any big reviewers. I like Ashens. I think I really enjoy his work. Okay, here's my thing. Here, I'm gonna just I'll throw this out here. You guys can catch it. You guys, let me know. I don't mind. I like watching reviewers, but sometimes when somebody gets big, and I don't really know what conceivable idea big is necessarily, but when some people reach a plateau in their eyes of what they believe is big, sometimes people make titles larger than just reviewing. I'm just a guy that reviews stuff for fun on YouTube. Some people, I think, look too much at it as a business that, I don't know, kind of sours the review because you feel as if the review is biased for other reasons. I don't know. Spot's just going to leave the topic as a whole. I'm sure I'm going to get lots of questions down below, but big reviewers are always the hardest because there are... Yeah, I'm just going to leave it. I'm hoping you guys will see what I'm talking about, but yeah. all I'm going to say is it's nice to have a slice of humble pie from time to time. And hopefully, I'm hoping through the course of whatever video I put out there, I hope I maintain some level of humbleness. If I don't, you guys can slap me around. Thank you, though, to your question. And that is actually the last video question for On the Spot. So thank you guys very much. Stay tuned, though. The next video, the next part of this, we're going to start looking at your questions in text form. So if you guys have asked me a question down below, well, not down here, but down below the On the Spot section, certainly stay tuned for that. Your answers are on the way. Stay tuned.